Hey guys, Mecha-san here with another Watchmojo reaction. Okay, this one could be my favorite one here. It's the top 10 best classic reboot moments. Now Reboot, yeah, that brings back some good memories here. I loved Reboot. I watched it when they aired on Cartoon Network, and I even remember recently watching several episodes a few years ago, and I think the CGI for the 90s at the time, it still holds up nicely. I mean, they were limited for what they had. You can tell they put a lot of work into it. Like they were serious, and I got respected for them. The comedy, the timing, yeah, it really shows that the best of what they could have done. Like they really spared no expense, and I admire them for that. That's why it still holds up. And that's why it's so sad when it never got that proper conclusion. I mean, we had Megabyte come back here, Mega Frame, Dawn of the Viral Age, etc., etc. But sorry to disappoint you all. What I'm really after is revenge. And sadly, we'll never get that. We'll never get to hear Megabyte again because rest in peace, Tony J. Tony, yeah, like Frodo. Rest in peace, Frodo. Yeah, that guy. That was the voice. Let's take a look here, cause Hexadecimal. Part of me hoped that Hexadecimal would come back and like kick her brother's like cyber butt. All right.
In case you'd forgotten how alphanumeric this show was, here is a little reboot.
I am sorry, my children.
Lower the volume a bit more.
Mainframe is dying.
Welcome
there we
to
go.
Watchmojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 best classic
saved
reboot moments.
by GameCube.
Before we begin, we publish new
This
videos
one,
every day. So
I
be
actually,
sure to
this show made me
subscribe for
believe,
more
like,
great
oh my
content.
god, playing video games and
For this
winning in
list,
them make me
we're looking
her
at the
damage my
moments in this
computer?
groundbreaking CGI
Holy
TV
crap!
series that shocked, awed, or traumatized us.
Oh boy.
A few spoilers are ahead, so consider
Yeah,
yourselves
okay, it's
warned.
been years, alright? No more. Oh, yeah, that was awesome. Groovy. Did they actually get Bruce Campbell
Number
to do the
10,
voice?
Andrea
Just that?
versus Infected Guardian.
What took you so long?
I came as fast as I could.
I remember that. And
There were many
Oh,
pop culture
man.
call-outs in this savvy TV show, but one of the most on-point scenes is that of Andrea versus the Yellow Woman, the leader of a Guardian team sent to find Bob and collect his key tool.
yeah,
In the
because
desert
she was
system,
infected
she and
by
Andrea come face to face in a
by Damon.
standoff that provides a
Yep, there it
great
is.
big hat tip to the classic spaghetti western trilogy by Sergio Leone. Even the title of the episode is a nod to the protagonist, Clint Eastwood's Man with No Name. Set to a digital sound-alike of Ennio Morricone's soundtrack, we see the infected Guardian shoot first, only for Andrea to come out on top.
Did he even stick with her like a little spider bot? He's like, and friggin' Frisky was growling at it, and the moment like, they brought out personality chip, that
Number
thing
9,
ran.
The Evil Dead Cabin.
Let's
Oh,
barricade
boy.
the door
Yep, did that and the book.
and hide that book.
Yep.
Another incredible pop culture send-up. In this scene, Dot and
Yeah,
Enzo
yeah, it's like-
find themselves fighting for survival as various characters
There's an awesome
from the
fourth
horror
wall
genre
scene was like, hey, don't look at me.
Dead-like game.
Every time I see that, I was like,
Cabin has got it
hey,
all.
don't look at me, I don't play these
including
games.
The Necronomicon and a maniacal deerhead. As the young Guardian tries to unlock the chained basement, the player,
Yeah.
a Bruce Campbell avatar, makes his own door and forces the sprites to get creative in order to dodge their chainsaw-wielding foe.
I love
before
Dot
finally
as
pushing
like
him
Morticia
into the
Adams.
cellar.
Yeah, this is also the episode where we learned that Glitch was broken.
Number 8, Megabyte and Hexadecimal merging
Gigabyte.
into Gigabyte.
Yeah, that was just wow.
The two main antagonists of the show, Megabyte and Hexadecimal, were certainly forces to be reckoned with. Each
And
of the
fun.
virus siblings has their own personal goals and personality traits. Megabyte is all about corruption and domination.
and control, yeah.
Hexadecimal, the queen of chaos,
It's
only
just
ever
destroy.
wants to disrupt order.
Yep.
They're dangerous enough on their own, but after they merge, they become Gigabyte, a hulking supervirus and destroyer of systems. In fact, Gigabyte is actually the original form of the two viruses.
Yep, I remember.
Who were split in an explosion. But after Megabyte is infected
That made
with a
lost
web creature,
angles.
he merges with Hex to try and take back his original form. Number 7. Megabyte launches Bob into the web.
Yeah, that
After
episode.
a huge web
I
portal
was like,
opens up
wow,
over mainframe,
oh my god.
Bob does everything he can to get the binomes to safety, but it's clear that no one is truly safe. As desperate times call for desperate measures, Bob enlists the help of Megabyte to create the
And
hardware necessary to close the portal.
We need that
Working
hardware,
together,
Megabyte.
it
Yeah, that's what
seems
they called it.
everything is going to work out in the nick of time, only for Megabyte's own agenda to be revealed as he turns on Bob, breaking Glitch and launching him out into the web, just as the portal closes. Bob, the main character, is gone for an entire season, and the whole show took on a decidedly darker tone after this shocking twist.
Yeah. Why just that face of his when he just... As a Bob's makeover
Number
as
6,
the web was
Matrix
awesome.
fights Megabyte.
Behind you, Enzo.
Yeah, the boy back from the games.
The boy.
Yep.
Enzo.
Enzo's life took a pretty drastic turn the day Bob went missing.
Why did you
Having
let him
only
taunt
just
you?
Been
Just
promoted to
shoot
Guardian
him.
First level.
Though
And
granted,
with
if we
Mainframe's
did
real
that,
Guardian
we wouldn't
gone,
see that,
the
like,
little sprite took his job
punch.
very seriously, eventually getting lost and roaming games and the web. Needless to say, after Enzo became Matrix, his carefree attitude more or less vanished, and his hatred for viruses became
And Andrea became pretty hot.
no virus being more hated than Megabyte himself.
Yes.
This fight was a
Just
long time coming.
do it!
Tense and
Oh,
loaded
yeah.
with steady pacing throughout. This is one of the finest fight sequences the show has
And
to
break his
offer.
claws. That is just amazing. Oh yeah, that was pretty intense. Just from when he first punched him.
Number 5. Matrix reunites with Bob.
Oh boy.
Just can't talk
Yeah.
in these things.
I like that
Enzo
makeover, and that was
Andrea
like,
have had a
wow.
long, strange journey. Enzo,
I remember that
of
episode.
course, when all grown up, Matrix, has been roaming systems for years.
The mighty Matrix was
Despite
knocked out by a
vocally giving
golf
up his
ball.
Guardian status, his reboot icon is still coded as such.
Yeah.
After meeting Prime Guardian Turbo, Matrix learns that Bob is still out there. So he alters their quest from finding a way home to finding his old mentor. After
Yeah,
running
he
afoul
calls
of the
himself
web
a
riders,
renegade,
however,
but-
Matrix is shocked to discover that it's Bob who's found him. A reunion that was almost a whole season in the making. It's as satisfying as it is heartwarming.
Don't. Whoa.
Whoa! I think you're a little too big for that.
Yeah, the movements are
Number 4,
stiff, but it's okay.
Megabyte and Bob guitar duel.
Glitch.
Enzo's birthday.
BFG.
If you thought this show was all
BFG.
doom and gloom, think again. The first season had some truly off-kilter moments that made
Oh,
it such a strange
wow.
and unique success. For Enzo's birthday, Dot prepares a talent show for entertainment. During the auditions, Megabyte sends spies to find out what they're up to.
One of them started
The night of the
breakdancing.
show,
It was
Bob
hilarious.
takes Enzo to the stage and the show begins. All of a sudden, Megabyte shows up and proceeds with his master plan.
A math
to shred
metal.
and melt some faces.
Yeah.
Jealous, Bob activates Glitch for a BFG. Big freaking guitar.
Big
The
freaking
Virus
guitar.
and Guardian duel, after which Megabyte gives his guitar to Enzo and pieces out like a boss.
Yeah,
And
that was.
Season 1 gave 0 f***s.
I've always wanted to do that.
I love
Number
that.
3. The
A
Firewall intro.
firewall? Oh, yeah. Even as a kid, I knew that was like whole, like, James Bond
The
tribute.
show had many versions of its intro, most of them variations on the original one given by Bob in Season 1. Enzo, Dot, and even Megabyte have their own intros at one point or another. But the most memorable one is easily the Firewall intro featured early on in Season 3.
Like,
The viewer is treated to a James Bond-esque opening, with characters floating by in front of a fiery backdrop, akin to the opening credits of Goldfinger and GoldenEye. The entire episode is thereafter sprinkled with
Matrix.
classic James
Guardian
Bond film
Matrix.
references, including On Her Majesty's Secret Service and The Spy Who Loved Me.
firewall. Even. Oh. Yeah, these were
Number
great.
2, Enzo loses
Oh boy, that was something. Oh.
Since Mouse has set up a long-range detection system, those at the principal office are able to clear sectors for the incoming games early.
Oh
Enzo,
boy, I hate to
Andrea,
lose
and
that.
Frisk get
I hate to
entered,
lose this. I have
and
to
the
lose
game
this one.
turns out to be a Mortal Kombat-style fighting game. Enzo reboots into a
Yeah, we
yellow
never-
scorpion-like character and fights the user's
You can't
chosen
talk in
character,
those things.
Zayton. In the fight,
Zay-
Enzo is horribly scarred and loses his eye, and it becomes clear they aren't gonna make it. He and the other two change their icons to sprite mode just in time to survive the game, but are
Which
trapped.
I have to wonder.
Outside,
You could always do
everyone
that.
thinks they've been
I mean,
nullified,
Andrea, I
and
get she was a
Dot's
game
anguished
sprite,
scream
but
makes it one of the most painful moments
Enzo
in
and
the
Frisk
show.
could always do that. They always have that option. Well,
Before we unveil our number one pick,
Oh,
here
I'm-
are some honorable mentions.
Have you anything to say before I execute
oh
you?
yeah,
Sorry, past sentence. Bob, please.
yeah. That actually
I have to
Matrix
end this.
when he
I have
rebooted
to
and
know who
it's
is
a
number
dream.
one.
Ladies go to the strip. I don't recall this episode. I really don't recall this episode. They probably didn't have it. Oh yeah, that was a shock. That was a shock.
Mecha-bite.
You almost married him.
I see my charade is at an end. A pity. We would have made a perfect couple.
Number one,
God.
Reboot the musical.
Oh, this was genius. Thanks.
By the end of the series, it
It's
was
like they
clear
just
that Reboot
do
was
this, do
something
that. Let's just
special.
have some fun.
A visually innovative show that combined complex themes.
I mean, just
rich
because
enough
we're
for
going
teens and
serious
adults,
doesn't mean we can't be
but
fun.
still accessible for kids. All
I
told
bake
within
cookies.
the systems of a computer
Oh,
where
dear.
the ever-unseen user is as key a figure as any of the characters. Although it was only 3 seasons long, plus some TV movies and loose change, it took years to tell for various network reasons. So, the musical wrap-up in the final scene of the series, set to the tune of the Major General's song from the Pirates of Penzance, was as perfect a way to close this cyber opera if ever there was one.
Yeah. Alphanumerical. Yeah,
Do you agree
Bob's
with our
new
picks?
form
Check
there
out
was
these other great
awesome.
clips from Watchmojo.
If anything, when he reverted back to his original format, it was a massive downgrade. But I'm surprised though, the reveal that Megabyte had become a Trojan horse virus, that was just an honorable mention. It should have been like, wow. I was like, what the? Because what I saw as a kid, my reaction was like, what? No way. My reaction was just, my mind was blown. My mind was freaking blown. And then he would see what else he can do. Like he mimicked himself as Mike the TV, as Frisket. It was just like, oh wow. He was dangerous before, but now he had shape-shifting powers. And then he even could make an alias. Oh boy, yeah. Although I gotta admit, his new form was something like a horror artist had some fun with it. Oh, but overall, I do think it's a great list. And the musical, oh my god, the musical. I mean, hell, they even had an episode where Noelzilla, Godzilla and Voltron Power Rangers tribute all in one, which was just genius. This show was just amazing. It still holds up to this day in a way. I mean, the character movements are stiff, but again, they took it seriously. The voice actors they got here, they took it very seriously. When they got emotional. That strip club scene though, it's like they probably did not air it on Cartoon Network, but wow. Now I want to rewatch just to find that episode. Anyhow, everyone, I thank you for watching. Comment down below what you all thought. Like and subscribe for more videos. Until the next one, this is Mecha-san, logging out.